Alright, what's up guys? Want to do another quick little video on the T8 QD hop-up system. I think GMP originally designed it, or it originally came out under GMP, but now T8 has their own version. It's actually what comes with this Nova receiver kit if you get their fixed carry handle kits. And I actually, at first I wasn't really happy about it because I just prefer the stock one. I don't like doing proprietary parts like I mentioned in some other videos. And I know I do a little bit of T8 bashing, but this is one product that I actually do like, particularly in this kind of build when you're doing a fixed carry handle build with a standard M4 front end. This QD hop-up is really nice, and I'll show you why. So typically, to remove the front end of a kind of old school upper like this, front end, you got to pop these pins, remove your front side base. All this comes off. You undo your delta ring, and then that all comes off. The gas tube, it's just a little extra work when you want to put together. You got to feed that gas tube through. There's like some rings in the castle nut here. In the delta ring here. You got to like line those up, line up your front side base, get those pins popped in. Just a few extra steps, not a huge deal, but it's kind of a pain versus like a modern rail, right? Like you usually just have a couple screws. There's some set screws there too, or maybe in the back, and then this whole thing just slides off. There's a barrel nut, undo that, and the whole barrel comes loose. Super simple. So for those modern rails, I like sticking with the stock. The stock hop up and barrel is fine, but again, for these kind of old school builds, it is kind of nice to have this QD system. So I don't know if you can see in there. Well, that's the hop up, that kind of shiny screw. So that's one thing I don't like about it, is you need a tool to adjust your hop up. You need a flathead screwdriver. I really would prefer toolless hop adjustment, but not the end of the world. Just carry a flathead in your pocket when you're setting this thing. But if you look, it's kind of hard to see, but there's basically a set screw that holds in this whole hop up adjuster unit is set in by a screw. You undo that, it slides out, and then your whole barrel will slide out from the rear instead of having to mess around with the front end. So again, for having these kind of old school front ends, it just makes working on your swapping buckings or what have you a lot nicer. So that is one thing I do like about it.